The United States didn't just fire missiles into Nigeria. It sent a message. Officially, the reason is simple. ISIS militants. Christians under attack. A moral obligation to act. But here's the question no one is asking. Why now? Why Nigeria? And why does this intervention look strangely familiar to something we've seen before? We're not rejecting the official story. We're asking what might exist behind it. This is veil of mystery. What we're being told. President Trump announced that U.S. forces launched Tomahawk missile strikes against ISIS camps in northwestern Nigeria. According to U.S. officials, the targets were ISIS-linked insurgents. Christians were being slaughtered. The Nigerian military coordinated the operation. On the surface, this fits a familiar narrative: America intervenes. Terrorists are eliminated. Innocent lives are protected. Case closed. Or is it? The timing problem. ISIS has existed in Nigeria for years. Christian communities have faced violence for decades. So why did this trigger a direct U.S. missile strike now? Because military action is rarely about whether a threat exists. It's about when that threat becomes useful. And timing, in geopolitics, is never accidental. The legal cover, international law. Here's something most people don't know. Under international law, the U.S. doesn't need a full-scale war declaration to strike. 3 legal frameworks are often used. Collective self-defense. If a partner nation requests assistance. Nigeria reportedly coordinated this strike. Responsibility to protect, R2P. When a state is unable or unwilling to stop mass atrocities, especially against religious or ethnic groups. Counterterrorism authority. Non-state actors like ISIS don't enjoy sovereign protection. So legally, this strike can be justified. But legality does not explain strategy. The question nobody wants to ask. What if protecting Christians is not the only reason? What if it's the moral key that unlocks something else? Nigeria is not just Africa's most populous country. It's also one of the largest oil producers in the world. A strategic anchor in the Gulf of Guinea. A counterweight to Chinese and Russian influence in West Africa. ISIS may be the spark. But the terrain matters. The Venezuela parallel. This isn't the first time we've seen this pattern. During Trump's confrontation with Venezuela, the narrative was democracy and human rights. The pressure was sanctions and force. The underlying asset? Oil. Venezuela sits on the world's largest proven reserves. Nigeria? Africa's largest oil producer. Critical shipping routes. Energy leverage in a fractured global market. No one said oil is the reason. But no one can say it's irrelevant. A bigger game on a smaller map. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Great powers don't intervene just because something is wrong. They intervene when morality aligns with strategy. Instability threatens leverage. Or influence risks being lost. ISIS gives justification. Humanitarian language gives legitimacy. International law provides cover. And missiles deliver the message. So ask yourself, if this were only about Christians, why haven't similar atrocities triggered the same response elsewhere? If this were only about ISIS, why now, after years of silence? And if this were only about terrorism, why does the strike sit on top of one of the most strategically valuable regions in Africa? History shows us something uncomfortable. Wars are rarely about one thing. They are about alignment. And when morality, legality, and strategic interest align, action follows. This is not a claim. It's a question. And questions are dangerous, because they force us to think. If you want stories explained beyond headlines. If you want to understand the power behind the decisions. Subscribe to Veil of Mystery. Because the truth isn't hidden. It's layered. And what you see depends on how deep you're willing to look.
You've been listening to Veil of Mystery, where the line between truth and terror begins to blur. Subscribe for more real and fictional tales that will keep you awake at night.